most important moment in your extraordinary career as a rugby player?
Oh yeah, I guess playing over 20 years, there's a few moments there, but probably the biggest one was the World Cup final in 2011, which we won. For me, that was the grand final of grand finals. I'd won a lot of stuff before that. I've been lucky to win some stuff before that, but that was the biggest event. New Zealand hadn't won a World Cup in 24 years. There was a lot of pressure around it. It was played in New Zealand, and we won the final by 1 point against France in the end. Yeah, I can live in peace now.
How you celebrated?
Just with the team and my family, and I didn't touch a drop of alcohol. I wanted to take in every part of that moment, and the whole country celebrated. And rugby means so much to us in New Zealand. It's what we've done for 100 years, and we've been reasonably good at it, and the All Blacks are pretty well renowned around the world, for their play. So.
You consider this as an inspiration for young rugby players, and you've been through a lot. Like you migrated from New Zealand to Australia. Can you tell us more about your personal journey?
Yeah, I was born in New Zealand, so all I knew was rugby when I grew up. I moved to Australia when I was 9 years old for more opportunity, there were more jobs and that. Mum and Dad brought me and my brother over. I actually played a game called Rugby League, which I enjoyed, and I became a professional with the Brisbane Broncos, representing Queensland, State of Origin and Australia. But I always had this burning desire in me to go back to where I was from originally in New Zealand, and the All Blacks is the sort of the dream of every New Zealand boy. So yeah, I went back as a 25-year-old, and luckily enough worked hard and got to achieve that goal of being an All Black. I played 60 games for them, and it was very special for me to represent I guess both my new country, Australia. I represented the Kangaroos in Rugby League, and then I got to represent my country of birth, the All Blacks. So it was good.
So rugby is quite popular here, both in Australia and in New Zealand, but not so popular back in Malta.
Yeah, it's pretty big. I think it's like third or fourth, biggest in the world. You obviously soccer, you've got cricket, but rugby's played in I think over 150 countries around the world. So rugby league's a lot smaller. It's more east coast of Australia, New Zealand, north of England, but rugby's everywhere. South America, Africa, Europe. It's in Malta, and the Maltese team are doing exceptionally well at the moment. So, it's the thing that's exciting for me when I went to rugby was that there was a really strong international game. You got the Springboks, you got France, Ireland, Scotland, you got Argentina, you got teams in Canada, America. Like I said, you got teams like Malta. So it's truly international game, and the spirit of rugby is great. You compete hard. It's a physical game. It's made for physical people, which I guess I am. but it's a real camaraderie. That's probably my number one thing for me that I loved, was the friendships and that came from it.
And you moved on into coaching, right?
Yeah, I've come back to Brisbane when we moved from New Zealand to Australia. I grew up in Brisbane, and so I've come back here with my family. My wife and our parents are here, and my friends are here, and the Queensland Reds offered me a job, and I did some under-20s for a couple of years. I did the NRC, which is the national competition, and then I got approached to coach the Queensland Reds in Super Rugby. So it's happened pretty fast, pretty quick, and it's a heck of a challenge, but I'm enjoying it.
Campbell flicks one out the back, and here we go. It is a record for Scott Higginbotham. The tackle that had to be made. Now it's Tupou, 135 kgs, and he crashes over. It's a try to Queensland. Chance here, McGann, and he's got Campbell on one side, and he goes to the left though to Hegarty, and he's got enough pace to run around and put it down. What a start to the second half for the Queensland Reds. McGann cut out pass, and now charging onto it is Scott Higginbotham, and the veteran, he has got a double in his final appearance at his beloved Suncorp Stadium. Bryce Hegarty, and this one will hold its line. It's over the black dot.
What are your plans for the future?
Well, I'll just see how it goes with the coaching. So yeah, hopefully I'm trying to improve the Queensland Reds. They've been on the bottom of the table for the last 4 years, so a big part of me wants, and the coaching staff want to improve this team and make us very competitive and try and win a title in the next year, 2, 3 years, whatever. I have 4 children. I have a beautiful wife, Maltese wife. That's my connection to Malta, with my 4 Maltese children.
Do they speak Maltese by any chance?
No, they don't speak Maltese. My wife's mother is born in Malta, but moved out here when she was 3 after World War II, like a lot of Maltese people did. And but my family, my children, we've been to Malta a couple of times and spent weeks there, and we love it. It's my favourite place in Europe, especially to have a holiday and a break. Especially really love Schlendi. That's very, but I love all the places. Me and my children, we love jumping off rocks into the water. That's our favourite thing. So, but yeah, it's a good connection.
It's great to hear. What about a possible connection with the Rugby Association in Malta, possibly even the Maltese rugby national team?
Yeah, well, when I've gone down there, I've tried to have a connection with rugby. I've gone down in 212. I helped coach a club. I had the younger kids to the older men. And the last time I went 215, I went and spoke, so like a question and answer about just I guess professional rugby and I guess my experiences. And the Maltese rugby people have always been really welcoming to me, and it's been really nice. So yeah, rugby is a passion for me. There's rugby people in Malta, they're passionate about their rugby also, and it's nice to go there and just connect with that community, the rugby community there. So I've heard that the Maltese team has been going really well. They've gone up a sort of division in international rugby, and they're at the highest point in rankings worldwide. So for such a small nation, 400,000, 500,000 people, they're punching well above their weight. And yeah, I just think rugby really suits Maltese people. Maltese people, they're strong. They're robust people. They're physical, and rugby's physical, so it suits them. So yeah, it's cool.
Brad, thank you so much for having us. It's been a real pleasure. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. Appreciate it. Cheers.